Today, I'm sharing with you the secrets to packing your toiletry bag for carry-on travel. I'll be showing you hacks so that you can better utilize the space in your bag. I'll be answering those frequently asked TSA questions about what you can and cannot bring. And I'm going to give you a game plan to take the stress out of packing your toiletry bag. Often left until the last minute, how you pack your toiletry bag can wreck the rest of your carry-on packing. Well, no more, my friend. Today, I'm going to share with you the hacks and tips so that neither of us has to ever stress about packing our toiletry bag again. Let's go. First things first, make a list. We make a list for everything else that we are packing, so why not our toiletries? How many times have you gotten somewhere and you don't have any deodorant or you don't have a toothbrush? 99.9% of the time that I have forgotten something when I'm traveling, it is a toiletry item. When you start making that list, I would suggest dividing it into different categories. Those categories could be things like hair, shower stuff, makeup, health and wellness, like vitamins and things like that, and maybe the tools that you use to get ready. Then once you have that list set out and you've written all the things for each of those categories, you're going to want to go back through that list and put a star beside any items that are going to be really expensive or very difficult to get at your destination, because those are going to be the items that you must pack into your toiletry bag. The others you might be able to negotiate whether you need to take them at all. Now that you've put the stars beside the items, go back through that list and put an L beside any item that is going to be considered a liquid. And we are going to go over the TSA liquids rules in just a bit. Now let's take those items on the list and determine how much you actually need of each item. Take face cleanser as an example. If you only use a dime size of face cleanser each day, you can decant the amount that you need for your trip into a much smaller reusable container. So you only need to have like maybe 5 or 10 squirts in that reusable container. And the best thing here is this is something that you could start doing a week or two before your trip and put them into your liquids bag and save you a ton of time when you are scrambling around packing the day or two before your trip. A big hack here is to reconsider those store-bought travel size products. Do you really need a full travel size to take with you on your trip? Or is this something that you might be able to decant into an even smaller container? This is especially true for shampoos and conditioners and moisturizers. You could probably decant a lot of that product into a much smaller container, saving you a ton of space. Not to mention that could be one less single-use plastic that you purchase. Try to exchange as many liquid products for solid products as you can. And I will admit, this is something I am still really working on. I currently have a bunch of stuff in my Amazon cart of items that I want to try out and see how they work and if I really like them or not. Is that something you guys would like to see a video on? Would you like me to do like a review on the products as I try them? Let me know in the comments below. And if you have found a replacement that you really like, let me know about that too, and I'll add it to the list. Currently, I have switched out my sunscreen and lotion for some solid products, and I really do like those. I have tried some bar shampoo and conditioner in the past, but I just haven't found one that works great for me yet. One way you can eliminate some liquids from your liquids bag is by preloading them onto cotton balls or cotton pads. And this works really well for things like toner, eye makeup remover, micellar water. I never know how to pronounce that. And in my case, I like to use coconut oil to take my eye makeup off with. So I will take the amount of cotton pads for the number of nights that I'm going to be removing my eye makeup, and I'll preload them with coconut oil and then put them in a little snack baggie and just make sure I squeeze all the air out. If you are doing this with more liquidy type products like the micellar water or the eye makeup remover, you'll just want to make sure there's no extra moisture in the baggie, and again, make sure you squeeze all the air out. Now, I will let you know cleansing balms like coconut oil, because they melt at a higher temperature, are considered liquids. So if you are taking a cleansing balm with you, just know that you do need to have that in your liquids bag. Before we go on to the next packing tip, let's quickly go over the TSA liquids rule. It is the 3 1-1-1 rule, and it stands for 1 quart-size bag for 1 person with no containers over 3.4 ounces or 100 milliliters. And if you're wondering what is considered a liquid, it is anything that you can spill, spray, spread, pump, or pour. And yes, this does include mascara and lip gloss. However, I have never actually been pulled over or searched when I haven't had those things in my liquids bag. Let's talk about deodorant for a second because it is one of the most frequently asked questions that TSA gets. If you want to avoid having to put your deodorant into your liquids bag, you need to travel with deodorant that looks like this, that is truly a solid deodorant. If you use deodorant that's a roll-on or a spray deodorant, or even one like this that kind of comes out creamy at the top, those are all considered liquids. So if you're looking to save room in your liquids bag, choose a solid deodorant when you travel. Once you're ready to pack your toiletries bag, start with your TSA liquids bag first. You're going to want to take all of those liquid items that you marked with L and hopefully have decanted into much smaller containers and start loading them into your liquids bag. You want to load them in horizontally because this will give you so much more space in that bag. And one of the things I love about this Tripped Travel toiletry kit is that they have a separate TSA liquids bag, but also that the TSA liquids bag has this buckle on it so that you can attach it to the outside of your personal item when you are going through security. So if you happen to be going through security at a time that they want you to take your liquids out of your bag, it saves you the hassle of having to search through your carry-on or your personal item to find that bag because it's already there. And then once you're through security, you can just tuck that liquids bag back into your personal item or your carry-on to take on for the rest of your trip. If you're traveling internationally, you might want to pack all those liquids in this Ziploc baggie and then put it inside the TSA liquids bag. There are several airports outside of the US that require you to use the bags that they provide going through security. And if you already have your liquids in this Ziploc baggie, it just makes that transition so much easier. Now let's talk about those tools that we need to stay pretty. What does the TSA really allow and what do you need to be leaving at home? Well, I have good news for you if you are headed to the beach because you are allowed to bring razors on the plane, at least certain kinds of razors. You are allowed to bring a regular disposable razor, and you can also bring razors with interchangeable heads like the Venus razors. However, if you shave your legs with a straight edge or a safety razor, which is one that you can replace the blades with, those are not allowed. It also means if you're somebody who likes to dermaplane or shave your face for a smoother face, you can't bring those razors with you either because they are considered straight edges. Whether you want to go straight or curly, all of your hair tools are fine to bring along, and there is no need to pull them out when you are going through security. What about tweezers and nail clippers? Well, those are okay too. While we're talking about tools, I do have a couple of hacks. I'm constantly in need of safety pins when I travel to fix a bra strap, or maybe I have a shirt that's kind of gaping more than I want it to. So a hack here is to take several different sizes of safety pins and attach them to the loops on your zippers for your toiletry bag. And then you have easy access to those safety pins. They don't get lost down inside some bag and you can't find them. They're also super convenient to have if you do have a zipper break. And a second tool hack is if you are like me and you need reading glasses these days, to go to the dollar store and pick up one of these pairs of super skinny, flexible reading glasses and stick them in your toiletry bag. They are so convenient to have when you need to go pluck a stray hair or two because you can wear them and they don't obscure most of your face like regular reading glasses do. Because this Tripped toiletry bag is so well designed and it can basically break down into 4 different parts, it is super easy to pack in those leftover spaces in your carry-on suitcase. If you're having trouble, however, getting the main toiletry bag packed into a space, you can always unzip it and lay it flat in the suitcase and it'll take up a lot less space. Now that you have a good handle on how to pack your toiletry bag, I bet you're wondering, What kind of carry-on suitcase should I take on my next trip? Well, in this video here, I tested out which suitcase could hold more, a hard-sided carry-on or a soft-sided carry-on. And I think you might be surprised by the results.